Hey everybody, welcome back to Flight Crew for episode 4. And today we have some surprises, right? Okay, we have some pretty interesting stuff here. We wanted to do an episode on weird beer. And weird beer for me is anything that either has a very strange flavor or a strange can. Okay, so I picked out one of these beers and Anthony picked out the other two. And I don't think Anthony's too happy with me right now.
Yeah.
But I tried to find the weirdest beer in the store, and I think I got it. So we're going Against the Grain Brewery, Holy City Brewery, and Coast Brewery. And Anthony, tell us about the first beer we got here.
All right. So this is the one we've been talking about in the other episodes with the crazy can. It's from Against the Grain Brewing, and it's called the Brown Note. It's out of Louisville, Kentucky. Their website is atgbrewery.com. It's a brown ale, so the beer's not super weird, but this can is just, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So what it is it's a man standing here, and he's got on some tighty-whities, and he has crapped his pants.
I will put the picture up. So
You'll be able to see it much better.
Right.
He's holding a can of toilet paper. He's got all kinds of tattoos, and it's called the Brown Note. And like I said, on the back of the can it says, "Oh, the shame. This is the brown ale to end all brown ales. Enjoy it because there's no longer any reason to drink another brown ale. You've reached the pinnacle, the disco bump, the brown note. Drink this beer or shit yourself trying." And then it said, "Uh-oh." So, like I said, it's just a brown ale, so it's probably not going to be anything special. But when I saw this can, I was like, I got to get this.
We were
just
together,
because of the can.
Yeah, we were together when you bought that, and you came like running around the aisle saying, "Oh my God, look and see at this can of beer." So, wow, a lot of carbonation.
Yeah, a lot of foam coming out there. Give it a second before I pour this.
Directly out of the refrigerator. And this is one of those beers. And
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. Ugh. Woo-wee. That's going to have to settle for a minute.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things that we talked about in the previous episode that can art can sell a beer.
Yeah, because there's no way I would have picked up a brown ale from a weird beer kind of thing.
Right. So,
or a brown ale in general for that matter, because they're just not my favorite.
Right. But you saw this one, you had to have it.
Yeah.
Because of the can art. So
yeah.
There's brown in there somewhere. So
yeah, we got a ton of foam here.
Right.
We were dealing with.
And that was pretty much, it's not the pour, he cracked it open and it was just really, really
it started foaming out. At least it didn't go all over the table like the first episode.
Geez, when we cracked open the second beer on the first episode, it about flooded the table here. And I'll put a link up here to that episode. It was actually our first episode, and it couldn't have gone more wrong.
Right.
Well, it could have, I guess. But, all right. Well, while we're waiting for the foam to get down, let's at least smell it and see what we got here.
Okay. Smells just like any other brown ale.
Very kind of chocolatey, which is kind of disturbing with the can art. But
very cool can. And I saw some of their other stuff, and they all had some unique cans like this.
They all are kind of funky. So good can art, and we've told breweries, if you're a small brewery and you're about to open up or whatever, can art it can be a deal breaker or a deal maker.
Yeah.
And this was definitely a deal maker for us. The Brown Note. It's a little bit darker than most brown notes. Than most brown ales. Brown notes.
I feel like I need to have one of those spoons and spoon it out like I've seen them do at some of the breweries when you get a lot of head on your beer.
Right.
I guess we're just going to have to fight through it.
We're going to have to fight through it. We're going to get milk mustaches here. It's a brown ale.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a brown ale. So it's about like the brown ale that you can get from anywhere. It's just a very common brown ale.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more bitter on the aftertaste maybe, but
It's not too bad. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the brown ales because they're just it's just an ale. I mean, they're all very similar. And this is just
real. This is more foamy than any brown ale that we.
Yeah, I've never seen this
had on
like this.
This is just real foamy.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many stars?
I'm gonna give it a 2.5, just because it's middle of the road brown ale to me.
About a. I'm gonna give it a 3, just because it's literally the middle of the road. And I would probably have another one. You know, I would drink it if somebody bought me one. As far as that, but yeah, the can is way more impressive than anything in it.
Yeah, very true.
And you know, I would rather throw away the beer and keep the can. So, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Our second beer is from holycitybrewing.com. It's out of North Charleston, South Carolina. It's a Berliner Weiss. It's a Strawberry Beards Forever. I guess it's some kind of play on the Strawberry Fields Forever. The can's pretty cool. It's just got a guy with like a strawberry head with some crazy beard there. So that's why I picked it up, just because the can was cool.
Yeah.
Never been to Holy City. It's 4.3% ABV, and I'm assuming it's going to be strawberry. Very cool color, real clear.
Right.
Real light. I should say not clear, but
not too much foam like the last one.
Yeah.
That last one, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that was weird how much foam that brown ale had.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna short you out some.
That's all right. We'll be okay.
Okay.
Unless it's really good.
Yeah, and then you we'll get you another can. All right, so yeah, there's the can. So a little cloudy. Very cloudy.
I get a little bit of a smell of a strawberry on it.
Mm-hmm.
Strawberries aren't super potent on your nose anyway.
Right.
But I do get kind of a, that little.
But it's like a real strawberry. It's not like a fake, strawberry.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It says it's spiked with fresh local strawberries from North Charleston.
Strawberries grow pretty good in North Charleston.
Okay.
I have that. Strawberries in my yard in North Charleston.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
Let's take a taste.
It's good.
Real clean.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. It's very clean.
Real clean. It is, pretty good. Not too much strawberry in the taste.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very faint strawberry taste. But, so, not a very big ABV on this one. 4.3, so, yeah.
Pretty easy drinking.
Right, yeah. It's pretty, what do they call it? Crushable. So, yeah. Berliner Weiss is one of my one of my jams. So it's got a pretty clean, a little bit of a yeasty aftertaste. But other than that, the strawberry comes through. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. So
yeah, I was just reading the can. It says they brewed this for a 2017 Southeastern Beard and Mustache Competition.
all right.
Interesting.
Maybe that's the guy who won.
Yeah. Wow, he would definitely have won because that's
Right. That's
big
pretty impressive
beard and mustache.
hair.
Yes.
What's going on?
Yeah, you could tell I
Yeah.
trimmed mine. It was about this long, so.
Anthony, is totally darn slick on me, and so, but yeah, this is pretty good. I don't know what would you rate it at?
I'm gonna give this one 3 3/4, 3.75. I like it.
I think a 3.5 is pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, we're pretty close on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. I would drink another one for sure.
Yeah.
I'd buy this for somebody. I'd take it if somebody bought it for me, and I'd drink another one.
It's a good beach beer,
Yeah.
or like lake beer, or something like that. If you're outside, it's not going to get in your stomach and cause problems. So, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I'd take another one.
Right. I'd be curious to try this on their tap, just to see the difference.
I bet you'll get more strawberry out of their tap than you will here.
Yeah. I have seen people that have things like this. They'll run it through a Randall that's got the fresh fruit in it.
Right.
Have you seen that? That's something you can do with this to give it a lot more strawberry. When you had it on a tap, I think it'd be really, really good then.
And even maybe like a strawberry garnish, like a lime, like
Sure.
Corona, or orange, like who does the orange?
Blue Moon.
Thank you. Had a brain fart there, but yeah, you can do a strawberry or something like that on this, and it would probably be pretty good. So yeah, definitely check out holycitybrewing.com.
Yep. A funny story, talking about a garnish. A couple weeks ago, I was in Myrtle Beach, and I went up just north of Myrtle Beach to a place called Mackay Brewing Company, and they have a winter warmer beer that was really good. But then the guy, I got in my flight, and he's like, I know this is probably a no for you, but I'm going to ask anyway. He said, some people like to garnish this with a graham cracker around the rim. He's like, do you want that? I was like, absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds.
He was like,
if you got like a.
Okay, that's not the answer I was expecting.
Right.
Like,
I was expecting you to say like, oh, some people like to garnish this with the shrimp because I know that from a clam. People want clam on their beer.
yeah, so they had a little graham cracker rim on their winter warmer, and it was really good. I guess because I'm big burly guy. He's like, probably don't want this. Absolutely, I want that. Why not get the full experience?
Yeah,
and it was good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was good.
Almost like a s'more action type thing. Yeah.
And that winter warmer from Mackay was super good too. I'm gonna have to next time I'm down at Myrtle Beach, which I go quite often. I'm gonna have to get some of their stuff and bring it back.
Yeah, we'll do a review of them. And if you're a brewery and you're looking to get your name out for your product and you want an honest review, we're not going to prop anybody up because on our last review, his brother runs the marketing of the company, and I told y'all exactly how I felt about the beer. So look us up on Facebook. We are on Facebook with the Flight Crew, and just shoot us a message. Both of us can see the messages and everything, and we can get with your brewery, and we can check your stuff out. You know, so
be glad to.
Yep. So, all right, going to the next one. Okay, everybody, we have one last beer. It comes down to the last one, and let me tell you, Anthony is extremely excited about this beer.
Right.
This beer is one I picked out at my last outing at Total Wine in Columbia. And this one, we were looking to do kind of themed episode. We wanted to do a weird beer episode, which is where we're at now. And so I wanted to pick out the weirdest beer I could find. So this one right here is one I've been threatening with for about 2 weeks. And this is a Bulls Bay Oyster Stout from coastbrewing.com. It is a oyster stout. Anthony, how much do you like oysters?
0.
Okay. All right. It's a 6.1 ABV, and it's out of Charleston, South Carolina with coastbrewing.com. I am just ecstatic to try this.
I bet you are.
I actually am kind of afraid that Anthony's going to throw up in my study, but we're going to try to get through it. Anthony's not a seafood guy. I'm kind of really not either. I'm not thinking that. Heads out. How many stars would you give this before you even drank it? Just looking at it, reading it, what you got?
Reading it, it says a roasted and briny stout. I'm already at 0 stars.
Roasted and a briny oyster stout, and it's brewed with oysters from McClellanville, South Carolina, and so it's like the scariest beer I could find at Total Wine.
Yeah,
and
I don't do seafood.
Right, so it's not like he's allergic
to oysters.
Yeah, if you're allergic to seafood or something like that, I'm not sure if this is right for you, but. I'm going to let you do the honors.
Okay, thanks.
And we're going to see this. I don't know if we're going to finish this. It to me is pretty scary sounding on itself. Ooh,
it's dark.
I
know it says it's a stout, but oh my God.
It's like stout. Woo.
It's like a Guinness.
Right. So you're not a big, huge super fan. No. He tried to pour himself a little one. No. we're gonna go the whole route. So this is an oyster stout. I've never had an oyster stout, and
It just doesn't even sound good.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's just like
To me, especially.
Yeah, it's not like to order an orange juice toothpaste lobster sandwich. You know, it just doesn't sound right. However, I'm excited. You're gonna see me looking at him while I drink my beer because I've got to see this. Okay. Even though we have this on tape, this is gonna be good. So let's do the smell. Start out slow. We start out knee deep in the pool. Okay.
I mean, it just smells like any other stout.
For now, yeah.
For now, yeah.
It's
It doesn't smell.
It really doesn't.
Brine or seafood.
I don't really get much of any. It really doesn't have like I was expecting to crack this thing open and attract cats, but but this is actually it's not really that bad. So, are you ready?
Well, there is a warning on it that says women that are pregnant should not be drinking this. So maybe I should hold off because I'm not sure. I'll let you be the first sip.
It's it's interesting, man. I
don't get a lot of seafood.
I don't get
It's a stout.
Yeah, and it's not. It's a stout, and it's really not that great of a stout. I don't know.
No.
I get a little bit of the salt.
Yeah, I do.
Out of it.
With my second sip, I got a little bit of the brine and stuff.
Yeah. It's. I don't know if they like pour the beer over like through the oyster shells, or I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know how you oyster brew beer, and I mean that leads to. I mean, if we can make oyster beer, can we make like steak beer or like you know? I mean, like can we just throw any like? I mean, what's it about oysters? I don't know. Let me take a second round and we'll talk here in a minute. It's kind of a mind over matter thing. If you don't think that you're drinking like beer through oysters, it's probably if I would have said this was any other beer with no label on it, and then told you it had oysters in it, I think.
I don't necessarily get a lot of oyster. I do get just a little bit of the brine on the.
It's a little salty.
Yeah. It would not be something I would order again, personally.
No, and it's just it's to me it's just not a very impressive stout.
No.
I mean it's not like it was fun to try.
Yeah. I was psyching myself out, I think, thinking this is just going to be terrible. And it's not terrible, but it's not good either, in my opinion.
Ooh, the burp's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, the burp's the burp is where you get the oysters.
As far as a stout goes, I'm going to give it about a 1.5. But like I said, I was really psyching myself out with the oyster and the brine, and it's not overpowering. Like I was just expecting it just to be like gagging, kind of overpowering thing to it. And mostly I do get the salt of a brine flavor, but it's like I said, I would not order this if I saw it. I was at Coast Brewing, I would not order one, or if I was in that area.
No,
it's all nah. I would pass.
I'd probably include it on a flight just to say I did it. You know, that type thing. Well, you wouldn't but I mean, if you would have put this in any other can, I think Anthony would have gave it 2.5, 3 stars.
I don't know. It's a mediocre stout.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a very good stout, but I don't know if it's. And I'm gonna give it 2 stars, just because I'm gonna give it 2.5 because goddamn, that's creative. You can't. I mean, like, who sits there and says, we got these oysters, we got this beer, and we're gonna make that happen. That's at least creative. I give it's 5 stars for creativity. It's probably a 2-star beer.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're not gonna finish that, are you?
I'm not.
All right, I'm gonna finish mine.
Okay.
Okay, so talk us out.
All right.
Do our speech.
As always, please do not drink and drive. We always are here in his study, unless we're going to be doing this at Brewery. And when we do that, we will definitely have one of our spouses with us to drive home.
Right.
We're not going to drink and drive, take a chance on injuring ourselves or someone else. Drink responsibly. That's very important. If you want to be part of the flight crew, you got to be here with us, like he always says. So next time, I'm not sure what we're doing on the next episode yet.
Right.
We got enough beers to do several episodes. So
right.
We'll figure it out and let you guys know along with us. We have a giveaway coming up. Is it tomorrow that we're doing the drawing? Or
I think we're doing the drawing
That's
tomorrow.
Right. The drawing
y'all actually see it today. Today will be the drawing.
Yeah.
For the
it's the big Imperial Stout from Helen Blazes, the Cherry Poppins.
Cherry Poppins.
That's our very first giveaway, and the drawing for that will be tomorrow. We'll let the winner know, and they'll be able to pick it up.
If you don't like the beer, it will take the paint off the side of the car. I promise you.
Yeah, it's definitely unique. It's a very strong stout that you can tell was aged in those barrels for over a year. It's not bad, but it's just not our cup of tea.
Right.
But we're hoping whoever wins it. I'm hoping that everybody that is somebody that's going to.
Right. I talked to somebody today that talked to me about that. So
okay. Awesome.
So hit up our Facebook page, Flight Crew, and you'll see the beer there. Go ahead and like and share and everything, and get entered in our drawing. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, I'm the Flight Crew.